why do you think you guys got away from the run kind of early on in that first half, and how do you think that kind of affected the game?
I think that, obviously there's Phil and there's, we come in with a plan and, you go throughout and again, you feel the game out. I don't feel like, again, I don't think I don't feel like a direction that we should have gone or there's something wrong with this play. It was just us not executing. I think we were put in great positions to execute. First and foremost, I have to do a lot better job of executing. And then, I think, again, just our DNA, all of us, we look in the mirror and, we all want to be better as a unit. But it wasn't anything to do about, we were put in the right places. It's just on us to execute, especially on myself to do a better job with that.
Bryce, I know it's tough being 0-2, but do you think with that last touchdown drive, the momentum could help you go into next week for next week's game?
I mean, you try to build on positive things, but it's not going to carry over for any points on Sunday. So, just like any week, there's good and bad. You want to obviously correct the bad, get that cleaned up, and then there's positive stuff that we can look at and try to continue to build off of. So. I think it's more just trying to the things that did go, went well, positive plays. How can we, be more consistent on those? But, we don't get any points next week for anything we did this week. So.
Right. This Saints defense had gone almost 2 full games without allowing a touchdown. What makes this defense a tough defense?
Yeah, really good group, really guys who you could tell very much so understand the defense. They play together, play hard, very physical. Again, just know exactly where they're where they're supposed to be. They play together. So, obviously we didn't do enough offensively. They did a good job. They did a great job. Obviously it's a really good defense. So, for us that's not an excuse. They've been really good, and we knew that coming in. That wasn't a surprise or anything. We knew they were a really good defense, but still we have to do a better job of executing. But obviously defensively they definitely got the best of us. So all the credit goes to them for that.
How do you explain his ability to hit the big play the last 2 weeks?
That's just on me, making sure that I when it's there, I take advantage of it. Hitting throws that are missed. Obviously, I have to do a better job of that. There's stuff with down the field stuff that gets called that maybe I don't get all the way through it, or as far as just whatever it may be. But it's on me. Again, we're put in good places to execute as a unit. We need to do a better job, and that starts with me. So that's on me.
Bryce, you're going to do a lot of pressure from the defense the first 2 games. How do you feel like you responded to that?
Excuse me. Could you?
Pass rush has been really strong and put you under a lot of pressure. How have you responded?
Honestly, I think our O-line's done a great job. It's people. When you get in known rushing situations, and people. There's a lot of we've gone to get some really good rushers, and there's a lot of good defensive schemes when you get in known passing. It's tough, but still, I think they've done a great job, especially. They've done a great job on base downs. Third downs, I think they've done a really good job. Again, it gets a lot harder when you're in known passing situations. So, I think, again, that's the end of. There's always, it's not, you're not going to go a full game with 100% clean pocket. Those guys get paid well, too, on that end. But I have a tremendous amount of faith in the O-line. I think they've done a great job. I think on, it really, just the way they go out and they fight and they battle, and they battle to the end. It really means a lot to me. So, I think they've done a great job, and I have all the confidence in the world with them.
Bryce, we saw the entire sideline kind of clear when Shaq went down. I was just wondering if you said anything to him and if he said anything to you guys.
Even there, still with us, still leading. Shaq's a leader for us. He's not obviously is a great player. Obviously does a lot on the field, but he does a lot more too for us. Just being a leader in the locker room. Just all that he does. It's when you see that, especially with a guy like Shaq, that really hurts, and we all hate to see it. So, we all, again, that's our brother. Someone that means a lot to us as a team. So, we're all praying for him.
Bryce, a lot was made of your size, obviously coming in the draft. How do you think that's translated so far to the league?
I don't think I think again, I don't know what it's like to be tall, to be honest with you. So, it's been the same. I think there's a lot of things I can improve on. There's a lot of things I can get better at. Obviously we have to do a better job. We're on 2, so we have to do a better job. But again, I think that's, there's a lot of things that I'm going to look back on and try to be better at. We all want to look in the mirror and grow. But again, I don't really know what it's like to be tall, so I can't compare it to something else. So.
Are there things you look at in terms of communication, maybe early downs? Is there communication issues that are causing some of the penalties or late clock rundowns here? You explained some of them from last week, but how hard is it as an offense to operate 2nd and 9, 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 like you did today?
Yeah, obviously not ideal when you're, when you're behind the sticks. But I think, first and foremost, I think it's just I have to do a better job of orchestrating all that, being in command, making sure, we're at the line of scrimmage with enough, with enough time to go, making sure that we're all on the same page. If there's something that isn't communicating well, making sure that I go over there and make sure we're on the same page and make things correct. So, at the end of the day, that's on me, making sure that the operation's smoother.
Bryce, what did change on that drive when y'all were able to make it to the end zone compared to the rest of the game?
Just execution. We were able to execute that drive. But obviously that it was too little, too late. But I think it was just being able to put one together and execute. A lot of times we were one thing away. I missed throws that should have kept the sticks moving. Whatever it may be. But it was just execution. I think we're in good spots to be successful, and we just didn't make enough plays to win, and that starts with me. So.
Do you expect that involved more?
That's not a me call. There's stuff that we have designed, and we have stuff going in, but again, Coach Reich and all the offensive coaches, again, they've done a great job consistently in putting us in good situations to succeed. And, we have to do a better job of executing. I have to do a better job of leading that execution. So I definitely trust them with, our plans moving forward.
Fumble, Bryce in the red zone, did you ever see that guy?
Yeah, I have to do a better job of making sure that I'm secure with the ball. No, didn't see him, but, when you're outside the pocket, most of the time, it's the guy you don't see. And, I have to do a better job of being aware of that, putting the ball away. So, obviously, really costly turnover, especially when you end up losing by 3. And, we're in the red area. So, obviously, stuff like that can't happen.
Last one, ASDN, and then we'll do ASDN, and we got you last time.
Bryce, it feels like you're getting a lot of things right. How far away do you feel from it all, actually?
I think there's stuff that has gone well that we can build off of. Obviously, we're not where we need to be right now, but there's no loss of confidence, no loss of faith in the locker room. I'm grateful to be a part of this team. I believe in the team, believe in the coaching staff. Feel like we have what it takes. Again, we just have to execute and do a better job of putting it together. But ultimately, we have to go out and prove that. So I'm confident. I have faith and tremendous belief in the team, in this whole building. And again, we still have to earn the right to go and prove that to the world. So I'm excited for that challenge.
Last one from Brass Tie.
You always take a lot of ownership in these press conferences and say that you have to be better, you have to do better with execution. What does that look like for you on the field, per se? And then how do you process that, even when you're in a team environment, taking on all of that, responsibility?
Yeah, just making sure that I'm intentional with how I learn from things throughout the week. Intentional in honing my process, intentional in improving little things that I want to get done specifically, intentional in learning and making sure that I'm able to not just see something but make sure that I can grow from it. And again, I think it's just a lot about being intentional with that stuff. And again, a great thing about the locker room is I'm not the only one who takes accountability. I'm not the only one who feels like this. I think we talk a lot, and we all feel, we all want to look in the mirror. We all have belief. We all believe in each other, but we all, there's no pointing fingers. We all want to look in the mirror. We all feel like we can be better. And again, I know that for a fact. For me, there's stuff that I wish I was, I want back, and I have to grow from and continue to prove that. But I'm grateful to be in a locker room where we all share that feeling and share that belief. So I'm definitely grateful for that.